In our last lecture, we saw that there are mainly two data exchange patterns between microservices, and first of them was synchronous API calls between microservices. So second data exchange pattern is asynchronous data exchange using message brokers like Kafka or RabbitMQ, where after persisting the order details, order service will send a message to Kafka, and this message will be then consumed by loyalty service in asynchronous way. So order service doesn't have to wait for the response, and hence this is the non-blocking communication which boosts the performance. Also, there is a loose coupling between microservices, as order service will just publish the message on some Kafka topic and it won't care about which service consumes this message. Also, with the use of message brokers like Kafka, same message on the topic can be consumed by tens and hundreds of other microservices which are interested to get the order details whenever a new order is placed. So tomorrow, if another service is introduced which needs same information, it can start consuming the messages from the same topic right away. And this requires literally no changes on order service or the publisher side. Downside of this approach is that this data exchange is in asynchronous, uh, and hence not in real time. So there is only guarantee of eventual data consistency. As in order to increase the availability, we have to take the hit on the consistency according to CAP theorem. But eventual consistency means though data won't be consistent in real time, but it will become consistent eventually. So in our case, at some moment in time, there can be order placed by the customer, but the loyalty points for that order are not calculated and updated in the loyalty service. This update of loyalty points will happen eventually. There is also another problem of dual rights, which we will see in detail now. As order service now does the two things. First is to write the information in the database and then send the message over Kafka. So we are writing the things at two places. One is in database and another is Kafka. We cannot have shared transaction that can span across our database and Kafka. So it may happen that we have saved the new order successfully in the database, but we fail to send the message over Kafka due to some temporary network issue. Or it can also happen that sending the message to Kafka was successful, but it failed to persist the order in the orders database. Both of these situations are not desirable, as we will calculate the loyalty points incorrectly in both the cases and it will lead to data inconsistency.